Accept that some folks love to point fingers and blame others. You will be blamed for things you haven't done, and for things that haven't even happened yet. Stop complaining, whining, and nagging. It's wasted energy. Who's listening anyway? Learn to say no. Be frugal. Eat only real food, no wheat, and limit carbs. The more you know, the dumber you sound to stupid people. Pay attention to the negative signs that people give off and immediately disconnect from them. It will save you a lot of pain and, more importantly, wasted time. Realize you cannot control everything or everyone, but you can control yourself, and that's even better. Always move in your own direction, not according to society, friends, or family. Leave the house messy and the yard unmowed for the weekend. You will remember the fun, not the clean house or yard. Make time for fun. If you want to help yourself, find someone worthy to serve. Through service, you gain experience, contacts, and a reputation as a reliable and accountable ally. It is only through an apprenticeship that one becomes a master. Buy real estate, land, anything you can afford. Never take the responsibility that does not belong to you. Never sell out and trust your instincts. Also, most importantly, never take loved ones for granted. Have firm boundaries and be discerning about who you let into your life. The less possessions you own, the happier and less burden you will have in your life. Life is often very ambiguous. Sometimes there isn't a right or wrong decision or choice. Things are not always completely clear. You may not get the answer, so you just have to wing it. At first, you choose a partner based on appearance and enjoy it until you realize that your children will be raised not based on appearance, but based on values. No amount of success can compensate for failure at home. If people took back the pain they caused you, you'd lose the strength you gained. When you laugh, people laugh with you, and when you cry alone. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean you need them back in your life. Missing is a part of getting over. The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding. Don't leave someone to teach them a lesson. Leave because you learned yours. Life is far from over, but it's very short too. If you want to do something, don't delay. But don't sacrifice what you want for what you want right now. When in doubt, just take the next small step. Say please and thank you often. You can't change the past, but can shape your future by learning from it. The heaviest burden we carry is the weight of our expectations. They can keep friends with the people you want to emulate, not the people that you think will be most likely to accept you. The people you associate with will shape your future. Be careful who you marry, and even more careful who you have kids with. Slow down and realize that mistakes are essential to learning anything. The average of 5 is real. If you really want to know someone, look at the 5 people they talk to the most and spend the most time with. Your friends' problems become your problems. The smaller your social circle, the fewer problems you have. Once you realize your value, you will be greatly surprised at what you used to settle for. You can always earn money. It's not a big deal. Your world is not going to end because you don't have a fixed income. Something else will work out. Every person has 3 faces. Firstly, the one we show to the world and strangers. Secondly, the one we show to family, spouses, and close friends. And thirdly, the one we show only to ourselves. Not everything in this world should be your problem. Some things are simply none of your business. Focus on the issues that affect you directly. You will be much happier that way. Don't regret the past, because at that moment, you did your best. See people for who they are, not who you need them to be. Never jump to conclusions. Be discerning and let people show you their true colors. Never overlook contempt. When someone views you with contempt and talks to you like you're beneath them, they will likely do you harm, whether relationally, socially, or physically. Remove that person from your life. Listen to the people who tell you what you don't want to hear. Self-pity is dangerous. Stay away from it. You spend all your health initially for wealth, and then you spend all your wealth for one day of good health. Never lend money because you might lend it to friends for a few days, but retrieve it from fools for years. Never share your problems with friends before finding a solution, no matter how challenging it is. Don't show your weaknesses. People will enjoy the show. Don't be weak in front of them. Holding grudges will never harm people you hate. Only you. Time defines you. You will not be defined well by anything other than time. Time is the most powerful force. How hard you fight, it will do what it wants to. The only constant in life is change. Embrace it, and you'll grow. Nothing is actually as bad as it seems, or as great as you think it will be. Take good care of your health. Without health, nothing will matter. No amount of money can bring you joy if you are suffering. Marry before 30. Have kids before 35. Work and earn actively and sufficiently till and before 40. Make passive income workable before 50. Plan to retire from work activity before 60. Do everything for family, but expect nothing from it. Not even from spouse. Get yourself together before you get any older. The older you are, the harder it is to change. No one cares except family. Start saving your money. Don't spend it on homes you can't afford, fancy cars, and running your credit cards to the max. In the end, you'll be much happier. You'll never be sorry for telling someone you love them. Do it before it's too late. Save a little money every week or month. Nothing gives you happiness like a financial buffer, believe it or not. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Never take anything personally. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality. Be forgiving, be understanding, but do not be a fool. Be loyal or stay single. That's simple. Expect nothing. Appreciate everything. Be grateful for the little things in your life to find inner peace. Do your best and trust the process. The harder you work, the luckier you will get. Never say maybe if you want to say no. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Rejection is important for self-development. No one has the answer. You're going to spend a lot of time figuring things out. Most people stay in the same place for a reason. The things they hold dear are the anchors that hold them in place. Never sacrifice your progress for a friend. They might not do the same if the tables were turned. The world doesn't care about your potential. It cares about what you've done. You spend all your health initially for wealth, and then you spend all your wealth for one day of good health. Stop trying to make everyone love you. You need enemies to succeed. Sometimes, when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but actually, you've been planted. The person who cares less has the most power in a relationship. Never compare your life with others. They may seem better than you, but they have some problems which are never, ever heard by you. Don't tell anyone what you think or what you know. Keep your secrets to yourself, because a friend of today could be an enemy by tomorrow. It's better to be alone than in bad company. When you stop chasing the wrong things, the right ones catch up. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going. Embrace judgment. No matter your outcome, you'll always be judged. So don't live to impress others. Live to impress yourself. Worry is the ultimate bully. It takes everything and gives nothing. Wasting time and regretting, cribbing and crying won't fetch you results. You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. Do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. The best way to gain self-confidence is to do what you are afraid to do. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. You are confined only by the walls you build yourself. A river cuts through rock not because of its power, but because of its persistence. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. The greatest risk is not taking one. The only time you should ever look back is to see how far you've come. You cannot have a positive life and a negative mind. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you cannot. Take time to enjoy life's simple pleasures. It's in these moments that we often find the most joy. Give without expecting anything in return.